Okay, look, a little bit of Dean Martin there, a little old wine drinker me. I don't know whether I should be playing that really, but so we have Deb Hamblin, current mayor of Rockingham on air.
Yes.
So thanks for coming in, Deb. It's great.
Yeah, thank you, Nick. Thanks for having me. I just need to clarify, at the moment we're in caretaker mode,
is that right?
which is the first time we've had caretaker in local government. So from now on, Nick, you're Nick and I'm Deb.
Oh, so I don't have to treat you with respect then.
No, not at all. Not at all.
I have met you on previous occasions, a number of functions, and you've always been open and, happy and, promoting the city. And that's great because that's what we want, because Rockingham is, I've only been here 6.5 years, 7 years. It is such a great place. So how long have you been in Rockingham?
Can I tell you, 45 years.
Have you really?
Yeah. Came over from Sydney.
So you must have been like one.
I was. I'd love to say I was one, but no.
45 years?
Yeah.
Jeez. So go on.
Yeah, no, it's been, I guess for me, I came over from Sydney. I had done the travel in Europe, came over. Of course, when I was in Europe, I met someone who lived in Perth.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, so then came over here, got married and thought, where can I live near the beach that I can afford?
Yeah.
And I found paradise.
Yes. And the thing is, Deb, sort of even though Rockingham's expensive, as is everywhere, but if you look at some of the suburbs, I've got to be careful what I say here, which would cost a lot more than Rockingham.
Yes.
And they don't have the beach.
No. And we have 37 kilometres of beautiful...
Is it 37?
Beautiful beaches and coastline.
It's... and I think one of the beauties of Rockingham, having lived here, is that it's still a secret. Like, I was speaking to somebody the other day, I forget who it was, and I said, people say, where are you going to go to when you visit, when you go to Perth? I said, we go to Perth, we go to Fremantle, we might go to Margaret River, we'll pop into see Mandurah. But very few people say, I'm going to go to Rockingham.
Yeah, and it's interesting because we are, at the moment, between rediscovering Rockingham, we're going to reimagine Rockingham, given that we will have a lot of international and state visitors coming with orcas and
that's the other thing.
Everything. Yes,
that's going to be huge. And we've got the horse race coming back, I believe.
Yes.
So there you go.
So exciting, and it's been so good to be able to. We thought we'd lost the Rockingham Beach Cup. But then we've been able to talk to the state ministers, talk to Paul Papalia, and be able to... We have a great Rotary Club who have worked so hard, and so it's back.
So be happy with that, eh?
Yes, so good.
The upcoming election is October?
Yes, in fact, the ballots should be coming out in the next week.
But am I right? Because, look, when you have interviews, you've got to be honest.
Yes.
Otherwise, it's not point, is it?
No.
I've never voted at a council election. No, but I'm going to this time.
Great.
Is it true that you've got to post them in?
Yes. The ballots will be posted. They should arrive next week. And then it's... you don't have to put a stamp on it, just fill it in and post it back. Though I think on the last day, which is October the 18th,
right,
you can actually even drop it into the council offices. So it'll be good.
And just as we talk about the mayoral race and that, but I just find that, we've got such a great place here But there's always going to be those naysayers who say, oh, why can't you do this? Why haven't you do that? Why?
Yeah.
And I think there's a couple of things there, is that we'd love to do everything, but the money only goes so far.
Absolutely. And I think even going forward, people just want value for their rates.
Well, that's the other thing too, isn't it?
But every person on council would have people coming up to them saying, we want a swimming pool that I can walk to, and of course we need to look after 155,000 people now.
Is that right? How many's here?
Yes. And so we really need to look regionally, I think. Yes, we've got Aqua Jetty, and yes, we've got the Rockingham pool, and I'm sure... and we've got 37 kilometres of beach and coastline.
Yeah.
So...
It's a lot, isn't it? And as I say, I think one of the things, whether you live in I live in a complex in Rockingham, and, when you're living, and it's no different to living in a community in Rockingham, I might not like X, whatever X may be.
Yes.
But if more people vote for that than that, I think, well, that's fine. You don't do it for me, you do it for the community.
Exactly.
And as long as it helps the community, then, but, people are funny like that. They think it's theirs.
Yeah, I know. And I think, too, you have to be really careful that you're not just sort of making sure the minority, the very loud minority, are being addressed, because most people, and whenever I talk to people love Rockingham, and for me, even going forward, I'm only doing it because I love the place.
Oh, that's it. And that is the thing, isn't it? Like, it's not like politics where I don't know how much a bank manager gets at politics. I imagine somewhere around 200. I'm imagining, but as councillors on that, it's just I would dare say it's hard slog.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think too, the team that we've got, people work really, really hard for the good of the place, and even our staff are amazing. And if you look on social media, we're all terrible.
I know, I just... It's funny, I as a resident of Rockingham, I think I've had, sort of 5 or 6 interactions with the council, and they've all been dealt with. None of them been ignored. I asked a simple question about a road and the line down it, and I got my answer. I think it's fine. I asked about my rates. And one of the good things that my daughters live north of River, they don't have the payment plan.
Oh, yeah.
Which we have every fortnight. I think you do it every fortnight. And it's such a godsend.
Great.
And it's just so easy. Can you do this? Yes. And they answer you back. So, it's so easy to say, oh, that bin's not emptied. You people are doing a wrong job. I think, whoa.
That's great. Yeah, as I say, we live in paradise. Yeah. And for me, I look around and I just see the potential. We've got great potential.
I mean, you go down the foreshore. I went there last week and had a coffee and something to eat. It's really lovely, and it's pumping, which I think is good. You go down the foreshore and Lulu's and Chandler's and the new one's just open.
Yes.
Have you been there yet?
Is it Rowdy's? No, that's further down.
No, there's one. It used to be
Rocco.
Yes.
Rocco's. Yes, fantastic.
Have you been there?
Yes, yeah.
Because it's your original owners, isn't it?
Yeah. Hish and that have come back, and it's fantastic.
Oh, the food, and that's why, I don't know, it's not that I'm just an average bloke, but if the food's good, almost the last thing you look at is a bill.
Yeah. No, you're right. And honestly, those people have contributed so much
Is that right?
to this community. They're amazing. Between Hish, who's opened that, and Rana at the Knock.
Yeah.
They're great.
And it's great to see them, and I was actually saying on air yesterday, it's great to see, like local businesses, and I'm not knocking any franchise.
No.
That's, look, good on them.
Yeah.
You know, people go to the franchise, they buy whatever they want.
Yeah.
But whether it be a food place, a coffee place, a local mechanic, and I think that mechanic does a great job, and it's local, he's in the community, and you support the footy club.
Yes. And I think too, small business in our city contributes so much back. And I think with everything that's going to happen with AUKUS, all those businesses will thrive. Because it's not just the Navy, it's catering, it's cleaning, it's all of those things
and
going
forward.
forward.
It's a ripple effect, isn't it?
Yep.
So this election campaign, is it, how long have you been mayor for?
4 years.
4 years.
Yes.
Is that the time you get like a government, you get elected for 4 years?
Absolutely.
So obviously your 4 years is up.
Yes.
How hard has it been in your previous election compared with this election?
This one, I think, has been more difficult. I think, and I guess too, there are so many reasons for people to not vote or vote. So yeah, it will be an interesting month ahead, Nick.
Yes, previous to the last state election.
Yes, state
Yes,
and federal.
yeah.
People, there will be voter fatigue, I think, because you think about it. We've had a federal, a state, a by-election.
That's right.
So we've had 3.
Yeah, and I did have a politician who came in, who should remain nameless, which is understandable.
Yeah.
But the amount of vitriol that this particular person, and it was like from made up people.
Yes, yeah, and I think there is a lot of fake profiles, especially on the social media.
That's just, we're talking about, what happened in America, unfortunately.
Yes.
It's just that I don't understand. I understand people's point of view, whether they be left of politics or right. I don't mind. I'll have a chat. It's a bit like football teams. I can chat about football teams, but...
Is this where I tell you I love the Dockers?
That's okay. You see, that's fine. Like, that is fine.
Yeah.
Like, I don't. And I've followed my team, since 1963.
Right.
So
Tell me who it is.
I followed Geelong.
Oh, well, they are doing very well.
Look, we've had a great run, and I'm just happy that they won a premiership before I died, which they did, but they've been good. But I can talk about the Dockers, and I wouldn't say I hate the Dockers. Why would I hate them? It's a bit like people say, I hope whoever you pick from the Dockers, a good player, say, I hope Caleb Sarong breaks his leg.
Yeah.
What? I know, but that's the vitriol that some people have, and I think, wow,
I know, and even before we were talking, Nick, before we came on air, can people just be kind?
I think,
Anyway,
it's so much easier
It is.
to be kind. Whether you go to the supermarket or whatever, and without sounding sexist, the checkout chick there, they might have had a mungle of a day.
Yes.
With people abusing them. And you say, oh, g'day, how's your day been? And blah, blah, make a joke about something. And they smile. And I think, well, all you have to do is be kind and be nice.
Absolutely.
And everybody's happy.
Yes.
Rather than,
I know. And so hopefully, I think the majority of people are great. So...
I do. I think so too. And it's unfortunately it's empty vessels make the most noise.
Yeah.
And
Right.
so I can't ask, are you confident? Because that's really a leading question, isn't it?
I will just do my best and run my own race.
Yeah.
That's sort of my philosophy in life. I hope that people see me going forward as authentic. You know, I'm not trying to be anyone I'm not.
That's it, isn't it, really? And I think, you know, that's what people like. You know, I'm not promoting or whatever, because I haven't met any other candidates, but I saw you 2 or 3 weeks ago at the shops at the shops in Port Kennedy, and there was a recognition, a hi, how are you? So if you were genuine, you think, oh yeah, well, it's just another person, but you make a point. Oh yeah, I remember you and doing things. So I think that's good. That's what people want. People want genuine, you know.
Yeah. Well, I hope so. I hope so going forward.
And so, can I ask you general questions about Rockingham?
Yes, of course you can.
On the where the Rockingham Hotel went to be, that's been dismantled.
Yes.
Has it been gone to the next stage? Do you know?
Look, yes, I do. The plans I have heard, and I haven't actually heard it through council, but I have heard from people outside who are part of the developers or the proponents, that the plans have gone in for the Port Hotel. So they're looking at, it's going to be called the Port Hotel, which is what it used to be called.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when it was first built. And it's interesting because the people that are building it are called the 3 Pound Group. And I said, why are you called the 3 Pound Group? That's how much they paid for that land when it was the Port Hotel.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Jeez.
It's hilarious. So yes, that's coming along. And, you know, the Waikiki Hotel site.
That's because random things, isn't it? I always used the BP there on the corner.
Yes.
Because I like BP petrol, plug for BP, but it's about 10 or 12 cents cheaper than most of the other BPs. So, of course, by going there, I see it's just gone up.
Crazy. Yes.
So quick.
I know.
So what's that going to be?
That is actually going to be, besides French restaurants and childcare and everything. There's going to be a a new Waikiki pub.
Wow.
I know. So they're good.
Do the same people, I don't know whether you know this, do the same people who have got the Rockingham Hotel site, are they the same people doing Waikiki?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but I think there are some sort of interactions.
Yeah, because I think, again, I'm sort of drawing a long bow here. A lady I used to work with, her brother is part of the consortium that built the Campfield.
Oh, yeah. So it probably is, you know, Arthur Barrett and all those people. Yeah.
His name's David somebody. I don't know.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, not David Rowe. David Rowe? No. Could it be?
David Watson? I don't know. But anyway.
They're all together.
Look, it's great because, and it's not a criticism, observation, difference between criticism and observation.
Yeah.
I think one of the things Rockingham needs is accommodation.
Oh, definitely. And I can say that council's been working really hard.
Yeah.
So there's there's some great plans coming through.
I'm not, you know what I mean? You can only, that's the trouble. We go from, let's just say, I'm picking a time frame, 10, 15 years ago, where, Rockingham, but now it's sort of really busy, and, you know, I think we've got the Quest and a few B&Ds there, the Hotel Clipper, and the Rockingham Swinging Pig Hotel. But, you know,
they're all booked out all the time.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, you know, for me, just as a resident, it would be great to be able to go and have great food and beverage and all that. there.
Yeah, but we do have a lot of, having said all that, we do have a lot of great food and beverage as well, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
So, there is, it's quite a good setup, and like when people, we have a great, and I'll try not to name suburbs because then people can go, but we've got great infrastructure here. Like, you've got the trains, you've got the beach, and you've got all that in a great shopping centre and transport. Yeah. It's so important to have that infrastructure.
Exactly. And even with the amount of traffic that everyone complains about going to Garden Island, we need to make sure that the state and feds are really across that as well.
I did hear, and again, I'm not political at all, and so, people, I've got no barrow to push, but I think an observation, and I don't know whether you can comment on this, Deb, but because we're so one of the safest seats in Australia for both federal and state. Yes. Even if the opposition were in and it was safe for them, whoever's in power and it's safe, it must be harder to get. Is it harder? Yes. To get?
And I think for me going forward, that representation is really important.
Of course it
is.
And
I think regardless of politics and who's in, for me as a candidate moving forward, I just think representation at that local level, at that state, at that feds is really, really important. It is. Going forward. So, and I would say that to anyone who's thinking about nominating at any time for local government, it's really important that you recognise that we just have to have a voice at all those levels. So that's good.
Is it hard for you, Deb, being the in caretaker mode,
yes,
but being mayor for nearly 4 years?
Yes.
How hard is it for you to interact with both local and state governments?
Look, I think anyone who's in any role, both our federal and our state members, are really, really open to any of us to go in and speak and advocate for the city. So, Nick, you could go in and see either our federal representative or our state representatives, and they would be more than accommodating to say, Nick wants a pool just out the front of his house.
It's sometimes I just think in general in life, that you have to give something back.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And there are I think people genuinely want the best for our community.
I think they do.
Yeah, I think they do.
And it's so much, I've gone a few times to go and watch the local footy team, and the
Rockingham Rams.
That's it. They're in the grand final this week.
They are.
Yeah,
it's very
going to be
exciting.
A tough gig, really tough gig, but still they got there.
Yeah.
And I just think it's great. You go there, the home game, and I'm old school, Deb. I love the fact you go to the canteen to get your hot dog, your pie,
hamburger,
and they don't cost you an arm and a leg, and that the money goes back to the club.
Yes.
And it's just the people I've met there, they're all very nice people.
Yeah.
They don't.
And that's a great. Look, honestly, I'm patron. Oh, no, sorry, I won't even go there. I attend a lot of clubs, just in my capacity as a resident, and our sporting clubs are fantastic.
They are, aren't they?
Yeah.
So how many sort of, like your week?
Yes.
How many if I can ask, how many hours do you think you put into your role as mayor?
I probably shouldn't answer that at the moment because we're in caretaker.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah,
Okay.
so I'm happy to leave that. But I do know that the role of the mayor...
Maybe that's what I should ask.
The role of the mayor, I think... and people need to know, if you're going to put your hand up, that it's a lot of night times. Every night this week, I have... the mayor would have a function a lot of nights. So, yeah, there's a lot of hours. But I would say to anyone who's thinking about nominating, it's really rewarding. It would be really rewarding.
I think, I think that's the crux of, and I think, I am talking about myself. So I've been at this radio station for 2.5 years, and my initial thing was that, I can get and play the music I like because I love music. And I get now to do a lot of interviews with yourself. I can have people have mental health issues, autism. I cover the whole thing. And the thing I found is how much I've learned and how rewarding it is for me. And I think, and I said to a few people who've interviewed, I actually feel a little bit guilty that I've got so much knowledge from you.
Yes.
And I haven't had to really give anything up. I don't want to come here and doing it all.
Yeah.
And I think I can imagine the council, you're putting a lot of hours in.
Well, it is and can be a very rewarding time. And I think you really do need to make sure you've got that time.
It's a very important point, isn't it? Because, I can imagine, as with a lot of volunteer roles or even jobs, that people like to puff their chest out. Oh, look, my name's Nick, and I am.
Don't you know who I am?
Don't you know who I am? And I think, yeah, but that's not what it's about.
Yeah.
It should be leave here, you go there, and you work your backside off to get things to your community.
Yeah, no, I agree. And that's at every level for every role in our city, whether it be, president of the local footy club.
That's exactly right, isn't it?
There.
Yeah, unpaid position, and you're working, and your phone's on all the time. You're answering messages and this, that, and the other. And do you have any downtime?
Do you know what? I'm part of a book club. I know that. So we, it's just a group of us. Yeah. It could be called Women and Wine, but it is called a book club.
So, is that your passion outside of being?
Yeah, I'm a librarian by trade.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah. So I worked for Murdoch University for 40 years.
How many?
40 years.
Wow.
I know. So I'm really passionate about education and reading and learning and research. And I guess the other thing at the moment is I am now chair of South Metro TAFE, which, given the new Defence Industry Skills Centre that we've got, it is the perfect time for our people to get great training, great jobs going forward. So.
And there is so much potential here, isn't there?
Yes.
And you did touch on you being a librarian. And again, much like voting, I've never had a voted for council election. I think Mayor, but I will this time.
But you know what? I actually think it's not compulsory.
No.
And I think, and I don't know your situation, but, if you've got 2 jobs, 2 kids, a mortgage, and you're just trying to get by, it is is that a priority sometimes?
I think you've hit the nail on the head because, you know, when you look at all the things that are happening in the world, no matter what it is, even something as simple as supermarket shopping,
Yes.
right, where I'm not saying any, but people just go in and they get, oomph, I need this, I need that, and then they just, you know, then they say, oh, like, it's really expensive. And I go, yeah, but you've bought that, and then last week it was half price.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
could have bought it.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't got time. What you're saying, my priority is just getting the stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas somebody like me who's retired, I can go, no.
And I'll wait until that's on special.
That's it.
Can
But
I
it's
just tell
time.
you? I do that anyhow.
Do you? Isn't it good? And I'm much the same. Oh, God, we go off track. I go off track. It's funny because there's the two big supermarkets and then there's a biggish sort of supermarket.
Aldi? Am I allowed to say
that's
Aldi?
it. And I go and I buy a lot of stuff from Aldi, and you might buy chicken from Aldi and it's called, I don't know, whatever called, Joe Blogg's chicken. And you go to people, look, I got my chicken. Oh, I wouldn't buy chicken from Aldi. Because
Why?
That's right, because I don't know the brand. And I go to these people, we realise there's only 2 or 3 brands and they've got to do Australia-wide. It's Ingham, Steggles or maybe Baida. That's it. So where do you think where do you think Aldi are going to get their chickens from?
I know.
But people don't think like that.
No,
And
you're
I
right.
do because I've got the time. I think,
Yeah.
hold on, you know, where do you get your small goods from?
But I think too, people are being a little bit more conservative around that. Like, if I walk down the aisle, I'll buy whatever's on special.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Yeah, I'm the same.
cost of living stuff. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, look,
Yeah.
and some things I just think, how come that's gone up that much? And that's actually,
Yeah,
like,
I know.
soft drinks gone up huge.
Yeah.
And yet water, which at COVID was really high,
Yeah.
all of a sudden it's sort of half price of what it was, I think. But
How'd that happen?
that's what I think. I say books, I do like books, and just a plug.
Yes.
Geez, I could talk for ages. So. Well, just a plug. I never used to vote, but I never been to a library like since Muhammad was a child.
Oh, my
And
God.
I ended up getting some books from the Rockingham Library
Yes.
to look it up. You think, oh, they've got that book, why buy it? So I did.
Yeah.
And I've done some 3D printing there. And I've got to say, the people at the staff at Rockingham Library are amazing.
Thank you. That is so good to know.
Oh, they were brilliant.
That I was the manager there for
Oh, were you?
20 of my years.
Oh, really?
And I know all those beautiful people
They're
so
good.
well.
You know, they are so nice. You know, I've got in there and I've started some 3D printing, which I did, which is really, hey guys, it's like $5 for 3 hours. And that includes your, what's the word I want? The materials.
Wow.
And it's just such a bargain. So I've done all my things for my grandkids, little things like that.
Great.
But I wasn't, and that's good. Do you know what I like, Deb? Is that I've got a sense of humour there too. So I've been there a few times, and I'm not very good at it, at doing all the computer stuff. And one of us said to me, oh my goodness, it's Needy Nick. And I loved it. I said, oh, thank you for having a joke.
That's so good.
But they're brilliant there.
Yes.
So it's great.
We have amazing staff. Absolutely.
And what the services that they have, you know, like, you just don't know. Until it's like everything, you don't know until you go there. You think, oh, I didn't know they did that.
I am so glad you went to a library, Nick.
Yeah, I don't know. My age, but they are good. I've got so many books from there, and it's so
good.
easy. You don't just a little tag, and they give you an SMS when it's due back.
So
it's
good.
Got to go, Deb. But
I know. Thank you. Thank you for having me for so long.
Oh no, it's been great. Look, I wish you luck.
Thank you very much.
I can't promote or whatever, but I do wish you all the best.
Thank you.
And if you are successful, I'd love you to come back on air.
Absolutely.
It's been a pleasure chatting to you. It's been such fun too.
Thank you.
Because you don't have to get involved in.
No, just enjoy life.
Just enjoy life. And it's been a great fun interview. Do you like any music in particular? Are you a music person?
I am a bit of a. In fact, I have not bought an album for a very long time.
That's a very old school. Oh, I love it.
I know.
Yeah.
So I am seriously thinking about buying the new Ed Sheeran because I do like Ed Sheeran.
Do you like Ed Sheeran?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And that's a break. Music's like everything.
Yeah.
Because I love music.
Yeah.
And people say, what do you play? And I said, look, I could play Dean Martin.
Yeah.
But then I could play Ed Sheeran or I could play Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
Because if
So
it's good
good.
music, it's good music.
I agree.
Okay, thanks again, Deb.
Thank you.
I hope to catch up.
Thank you. I'd love to catch up in the future.
Okay, I'll keep in touch as well through the old email or whatever it's called. Okay, we'll finish off with Tracy Chapman. Thanks again, Deb.